First phone call was my dad, and I say, "Do you remember what I said to you?" When I see my name in the list, I thought they made the mistake. Everybody knows it's the Claudio Canigio, Argentinian boy. I just came his teammate. I was 8 years old, and you don't have internet, you don't have nothing, like absolutely nothing. From this age, it was my target, and my goal was to play the football. Oh, what people say. People say everything, so, but more important is what you want. This is Zurab Khizanishvili, former player. This is interview for Sakartvelo inside. So I'm Zurab Khizanishvili, ex-football player. Right now I'm as a coach, assistant coach, Georgian national team, first team. So yeah, I'm proud because it was my dream. Can I be honest? So this time is like maybe also, I don't know if anybody is here in my age, they understand, but this time was, I will say more like dark time. Not too many dreams is coming true, and you can dreaming anything because compare like my kids now, and that's when I was same age like before. So it's like big difference because I born 1981. So it was Soviet Union, Georgia, and we just separated Russia. After that, like I was 8 years old, and it's not able to dream something because you don't have internet, you don't have nothing, like absolutely nothing. So we just play each other, kids, and from this age, it was my target, and my goal was to play the football. It's easy to say now, but also I know from my mom and from my dad, and all the time I say, I'm gonna play even one game in Premier League in England. But everybody laughing, because this time it was impossible you can dream something like that, to move to England, It was really bad time, really difficult time for us, my generation, but I think I will say not 100%, but 90% I did my best, yeah. Even one game, even 1 minute, that's what I'm thinking, but as the dream is coming true one day, and when I sign, I played almost 12 years in UK, not just in England, because I was in Scotland 5 years and 6-7 years in England, so it's anyway 11-12 years. But when I signed in Scotland, I was just behind one step to play in Premier League, because Scotland and England is just close and similar football. So, but when day is coming to I sign the contract, professional contract, official contract with the Blackburn Rovers in England. First phone call was my dad, and I say, "Do you remember what I said to you?" He was laughing. But when you are kids, like everything is in your head, so it's nothing coming out, and yeah, I just it was my goal to be honest, like from age 7, yeah, when I started football, it was my goal to play in Premier League and the national team of Georgia, and I did like almost 100 games in the national team, Georgia, and maybe more than 100 games in Premier League. That was Johan Boskamp, Dutch guy, who came this time in national team manager. He was national team and plus with Dinamo Tbilisi, so both sides. And he just came the friendly game, training ground to the Dinamo, and I was on the second team. He just watched the game. He just liked me like that, and he says, "Okay, I need this player in the first team." And after that, he just called me in the national team. But I swear, like when I see my name in the list, I be honest, like I thought they made the mistake because I was 17. It was too early. I think it was too early, but it wasn't early. I don't know, 2-3 days I was too much temperature and nervous. It's normal, so when you love something, so it's It's always like that. And yeah, I never forget the first game in national team because it was most proud day for my life. Yeah. So after that, I moved to in UK. Too many teams, interesting. But first, as a foreign teams, it was Arsenal. I was there as a trial. So it's happened so many things, when you go to Georgia to Arsenal. So it's too many people like was around and about this transfer, about this money. It's not happened, but that's what Arsenal says they want me to take because age 17 it was perfect for them because they are like history. This club is all the time they take the new players, young players, and growing up, and then after they sell. That's what they make the business, So this is everybody knows. But and after that, I moved to Scotland in Dundee. I can't tell you because this time I thought I was a professional, but when I moved to UK, then I see what is a professional there. So and as a person, it was difficult because Georgians we are close with the family. So I was with my mom and dad, and one day I have to move to different country to live alone, and it was difficult for me. I have to cook myself, to wash my clothes and everything. It was difficult for me for 6 months, but I say to myself okay, this is the time to play the football. That's what you're dreaming. So you have to be a little bit tough, But as a professional, that's what I see there. My experience, it was unbelievable because, this time I thought I just give everything for the football. But when I see my teammates, 35 years old people, they're just working double time than me. So I just say to myself, it's not enough. That's what I'm doing in Georgia. Everybody knows is the Claudio Canigio, Argentinian boy. And one day I just came his teammate, the next to me. So it was crazy time for me, but he just teach me a lot of things, how I have to be a professional and how I have to be a hard worker. Step by step, I'm coming the professional football player. That's the good question. I like this question because everybody said Georgia, they won good game, 2 good games, and the supporters and fans, they love you. So and they stop you in the street and take some photos or signature, and they say, "Oh, Georgia is the next to Russia." And I say, "No, Georgia is just Georgia," So I was a little bit angry, because I want to introduce myself. And when I say myself, it's my country. Yeah, after that, many fans, they buy the flags and they search the Google, where is it Georgia? We had a great football player from Georgia who played abroad in Italy, in Germany, in England, in Spain. I think we just give not too much, but maybe one little bit things to know, even 100 or 1,000 people, where is the Georgia? And after that 5,000 people, they just come as a tourist in Georgia, So it was great for us because, we just give them as an interest something for our country, From you or from any region, people coming from Georgia, to Georgia from different countries to see your beautiful city. We play national team Georgia against Scotland. So some people say to me, texting me, after that, they stay after the game. They stay 3 days more in Georgia because they like it. So, it's you feel a little bit proud, It's big different. It's big different. And yeah, we get a difficult time, but step by step, every year, every 5 years, 10 years, we're going forward. And we're just very development country, And that's what I see, and what I'm dreaming to see my country in European side. So it's without a question because that's what I see my kids mentally and everything they are just they are in the European side absolutely. I'm born in Soviet Union, but I'm not a Soviet Union man. So we just came out this dark time, They get more information. And sometimes I said, I ask to my wife, like, where they get this information, but it's about the internet. It's a little bit surprise for me because I never did this kind of things, you know. So, and that's what Tasso, my first girl, is trying to do, to go to London to study there. So it's that's what she decided. When I was 15, I can't decide anything, you know, because my mom and dad, they said it's the different time. They said, oh, what people say. People say everything, you know, at all time. So, but more important is what you want. What is your goal, you know? So it's that's the big difference. Georgia always had good quality players, also our time, also now, but we need a little bit luck because you know in time you have to go out because sometimes it's enough to play in Georgian league. We don't have a like great league to play here like until 25, 26. So like 20, 21, and if you have a good potential, so you have to go to prove yourself in Europe. That's what we did, many players. That's what I try, and my friends, who is the ex-players, so we just try to give them our experience, you know, these young boys. But they listen, that's most important, yeah. We never played the European or World Club. So that's our goal. One day, one time to play the European Championship or World Cup. And in one day, I believe we can do it. I think we are special already. Because around everybody try to catch the Georgia, America, Russia. That makes me feel like we are a special country. We are small, but we are special. Yeah. Georgians, they really like the tourists. You know, when they hear the different language, English, Italian, or German, so they are more like proud people and more friendly, and they want to give everything to show like himself, or maybe have some shop, you know, souvenirs or something. But that's what my friend says in England, you know. That's, I don't know, it's not coming from me. That's what they say, you know, because oh, Georgians is like they give you everything like free, and you know our table when you are on lunch, it's not the lunch, it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner is everything is together. So this is not in Europe, you know. It's like surprise from them, you know, like about our wine, especially. They are crazy, and yeah, I don't know. So we have I mean, let's say we have a nice weather, nice food, nice woman. Not a pretty mess, but it's okay. And so I think we are a rich country, you know. I think it's the best way who just come into Georgia, like when they're going back to his families and his countries. To most important, what you say, you know, what kind of information you get out from Georgia to your country, you know, what do you say to your friends? That's, I think, is the most important, because many times I listen my friends. For example, last time one of my friends, he been in somewhere in South America. He says, "Oh, it was great, you know. It just 3 days he just talked about like positive, you know, and after he decided to go." I think small details, but I think it's the most important what tourists say about Georgia in maybe small groups in the friends, or maybe in media, or that is the most important. Yeah. Anything and everything. Like when I was in England, to stay in England and work there, and to, I don't know, of course in the football side, but I just going past, and that's what I say. I want to do everything for my country because my country just gave me everything, you know, in time when I was young, and I feel like love from my supporters since 16, 17 years old when I start playing national team. But I'm honest, yeah, that's what they give me to me, so I have to give a little bit back. So this is why I decided to coming back from England to Georgia and start as a new life here. because that's what I say to you. I'm the coach in the national team, and it was my dream. And I say I can't say no about this chance, So about your question, my answer is like it means everything. Yeah. If you ask me one team, it was the Man United, yeah, because so many great players. I will say I can't say one. I will say three. It was Thierry Henry from Arsenal, Ronaldo from Manchester United, and Didier Drogba from Chelsea. I think it's coming. That's the good answer because it was a good time, but maybe I couldn't make better. But so I just looking forward all the time. So I'm the future man, not the past man. Very good future, because I'm sure we're gonna do our best, and we give our supporters one day as the big day, and we're gonna qualify the European Cup. Yeah.